To do this one, you have to recognize that your denominator is a radical. So to look at that first, you have to remember that radicals can be rewritten so that they have fraction exponents. So the fraction exponent is always the power over the index. So when I'm looking at the square root of x plus 5, the unseen exponent is a 1, and the unseen index, which is the number that would be right here, is a 2. So if I'm rewriting the square root of x plus 5, I would have x plus 5. You must have the parentheses, and it would be to the 1/2 power. So I can rewrite this as 7 over x plus 5 to the 1/2. But like we saw earlier when you asked about the previous problem, we do not want to have the denominator. So we're going to take the denominator so that it moves up to be in the numerator. I'll keep the 7. The x plus 5 will move up, and when it moves up to the numerator, the exponent becomes a negative 1/2. And now we just use the power rule to simplify. So we'll keep the 7. It's going to be times the negative 1/2, which is still times the x plus 5. And then it'll be our exponent minus 1. I can do that. If I'm doing it by hand, as negative 1/2 minus 2 over 2, which becomes negative 3 over 2. So what we end up with is 7 times negative 1/2 times x plus 5 to the negative 3 over 2. Okay, so we want to have our answer using radicals. So the 7 times the negative 1/2. So this is going to give me a negative 7 over 2. Sorry, 2, not 7. And to make this a positive exponent, we need to move it to the denominator. So we'll have our x plus 5 to the positive 3 over 2. And then we're going to switch it back. So we went this way first. Now we're going to go back two radicals, so we'll still have the negative 7 over the 2. We're going to have the x plus 5 to the power, which is now 3, and the index, which would go right here. But if it's not there, we assume it to be a 2. So that would be your final answer.